What up, though?
Juan-o's world.
My baby mama trippin', she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these hoes alone. Hella pics, hella tips on my cash app. It's like,
Federal employee Danny Boy just banned Wack 100
The woman's voice on that intro is so seductive. But let's check this out. What'd he say, Danny Boy?
from Chicago. And here's how they beef started. So Wack 100 did a bomb first interview where Wack 100 broke down and explained how he walked in on Danny Boy giving fellatio to another man.
Can you tell me about a time that, and Reggie told me about this, that you and Suge walked in on Danny Boy and somebody else? He didn't say who.
Danny Boy and I just seen him the other day. Young Buck. Not Young Buck from G Unit.
LA Buck.
LA Buck, yeah. We had left and Danny Boy did a lot of shit, like, with his personal shit. Pick the kids up, shit like that. They had their own relationship.
Right.
And when we came back, we doubled back for something. And we went up to the penthouse. And they was up there at 690. Yeah, they was giving each other all.
Now, I just want to stop this and point out. When Suge Knight went to jail, Danny Boy had a bad time. Because Suge had adopted Danny Boy at like 15, 16. And I guess when Suge went to jail, Danny Boy was like a 19, 20-year-old kid. And he was financially cut off. And he had never released his album. If I'm not mistaken, that young man went broke and ended up having to move back to Chicago and find regular jobs. And I'm not sure if he was around when Wack 100 came to Death Row, because that was in the 2000s. I'm not sure if he was around, but I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Vlad. You know, Vlad fucking interviewed two people and to tell you the story like he was there. But whatever.
I know Young Buck. I just seen him the other day. You know, he all right with me, but the truth is the truth.
Now, Wack 100 would say as soon as he found out that Danny Boy was bisexual or homosexual, that he went to the lady that Danny Boy was seeing at the time, which was Wack 100's homegirl, before Danny Boy ultimately married her. He told her, don't mess with Danny Boy. Danny Boy ain't right. But apparently the chick ain't take Wack 100 advice, and she still went ahead and married Danny Boy, had a kid with Danny Boy.
Years after that,
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi. Things are looking up. I've got some.
it came.
You know, this is a little off the topic, but there is no place in America that you as a customer can walk into a doctor's office and say, give me this or that medicine. Not legally. So why do they advertise medicine to us knowing goddamn well we can't walk into a doctor's office and ask for a prescription of said medicine? Have you ever thought about that? Have you? I digress.
Tell me that he was with my homegirl, Danny Boy. So I tried to warn my homegirl, like, we grew up 2 houses from each other. I called her like, yo, you can't do that. And like, she was genuinely in love with him, you know. And I'm like, yo, you can't do that, dude, ain't right. She got mad at me, told me I was hating and not happy for her. And I'm telling her, like, yo, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Danny Boy would take issue with Wack 100 telling this story during his interview with Art of the Dialogue. Art of the Dialogue would ask him about Wack 100's account of walking in on him giving fellatio to another man.
I was looking at a Wack 100 interview, and he said that him and Suge Knight walked in on you and a guy named Young Buck in a 6'9" position, giving each other fellatio. And when he made these comments, he wasn't trying to, expose you or diss you. He was just being honest about what he saw. But, I mean, how you feel about...
Art of Dialogue, a funny motherfucker, too. He wasn't trying to expose you or diss you. He was being honest about what he saw. What you mean being honest? Well, let's see what Danny Boy say, if Danny Boy say this is true or not. And then I'm going to come back with that.
I'm making them comments.
Who said that? Wack 100?
Yeah, Wack 100, yeah.
I've never, when Wack 100 said that in an interview, I was surprised. Because if I met him, I don't even remember meeting him.
Now listen, I don't know who's telling the truth, but there's a big discrepancy here. One guy is saying, I walked in on you, throw in a love muscle of another man. And then one dude is saying, we ain't never met. I ain't ever seen you a day in my life. How? Listen, somebody is capping, bruh. Somebody is capping. I don't know who, but somebody is capping. Now, Wack 100 did involve another man that said his name. So if Wack 100 was lying, he wouldn't really give another person's name, and that person can just verify it, right? He gave Suge's name, and he gave the other dude, who Danny Boy was giving fellatio to. Now, Danny Boy will also go on to say that he already had an issue with Wack because Wack tried to put salt in the game and get his baby mama not to date him. Now, Danny Boy and his woman eventually and ultimately got a divorce, so maybe Wack 100 knew something that Danny Boy didn't know.
Like that. And then around the time.
I only stopped the video right here because I'm noticing something. Poetic Flacco came to fame with his unbiased, I'm not a street nigga opinions about things. And now, his opinions on things are slightly slanted based on people who are friendly with No Jumper. And I'm starting to notice him sprinkling salt into the corned beef. I'm not a sous chef, but I know the last thing you need to sprinkle into the corned beef is fucking salt. I digress though.
And I was really around Suge, like that nigga wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? So there was some things that he had said to my son mom because he was friends with her, grew up in the same neighborhood. But for Wack to go fix his mouth saying he caught me in some type of position, ain't no proof of him catching me in no position.
Now listen, Danny Boy a gangster, right? We can't take away Danny Boy's street credibility. He's a gangster. But saying I didn't do it and saying there's no proof of me doing it are two different things. Is this man saying that now we know Danny Boy by now is bisexual? We already know this, right? But is he saying, yeah, I was hog spit in the love muscle, but there's no proof of me hog spit in the love muscle, so Wack 100 is capping. Is that what he's saying? Now, Danny Boy goes on and tried to gay bash Wack 100.
He the only person that we've seen lay on.
He said gay bash Wack 100. Uh-oh, Flacco, did Flacco just admit that Wack 100 is gay? Oh, shit. Oh, man.
His stomach with his ass out.
Facts.
Right? Facts. You seen that?
That did happen. I can't put that picture on this, but there is pictures. And he was on, and look, the bitch got him recorded. He is laying like that, ass naked, face down, with his legs hanging off the bed. On Clubhouse, yelling at niggas, getting gangster with niggas, talking about other people's paperwork while he was laying there like that. I don't know what to say about that. We're going to get back to that later. I don't want to make no jokes, but nigga, at the bachelor crib, like after I kick the bitches out and shit, and I might go to sleep naked under the sheets like that, face down, but I'm not sleeping around nobody face down. You would have had to been a woman that known me from high school and sold crack with me for me to, you know what I'm saying, be that goddamn comfortable. Yeah, you'd have for sure had to sold dope with me. You'd have had to like put a car in all type of shit. I'd have had to been I'd have had to put money on a rush card in your name to be sleeping face down at. But he wasn't even sleeping. He was chilling like that. So, you know what? I ain't about to go off on no tangent about why a grown ass man is all ass naked face down on the phone with a bunch of other grown ass men with his legs hanging off the bed twiddling his toes.
Oh no, I didn't see it. No, I never seen it.
Yeah, when Wack 100 was on his stomach with his ass out. Like, he got to explain shit like that. I've never been caught. My ass ain't never been out. Ain't never been on no film. I'm very private about whatever I do or whoever I do. Whatever the I do, I'm private.
Here's what I don't understand. Now, he's trying to shame Wack 100 for being in a hotel room butt naked with a woman. Now, Wack 100 is 40-plus-year-old, right? He was butt naked after clapping the cheeks of a 20-something-year-old. To me, that's a W, bro. All right, you are over here, you in the hotel room, just got done clapping cheeks, right? And you cooling? How can that be gay? Like,
see, Flacco done really sold out. Because it's not a W. Wack 100 is a married man, and he flew out a bitch who snitched on him. But not just to his wife, to the whole internet. But then on Wack 100, he like Queen. He the West Coast Queen's Flip. It might be content over everything, and he set that up. But nonetheless, it's not a W to me. It's not a W to me. If your bitch willing to get out of line and say anything to your woman, wife, or baby mama, nigga, that's not a W. But, you know, I digress. I'm just a player. I don't know shit about this sucker simp shit these other niggas doing.
how is that gay? So he's trying to shame Wack 100 for doing something heterosexual, not gay, but he's actually gay.
And if Suge, like when I told Suge that shit, when I said that to him, if Suge said, if I'd have seen you do shit like that, you know, I'd have joked about that shit. Now, and I got audio of it, of what Suge said about it. So, like, for him, like, to blow up, I guess that was the first part of his blowing up with doing stories. Well, Wack 100 talk about everybody. I used to think it was something personal because he said something, he told my baby mama that I was a weirdo, don't marry me.
Yeah, so back to the
We got fire!
Step back!
I ignore him. Another gangster ass nigga that do podcasts and interviews.
That's another code narrative I don't agree with. And I've been seeing it more and more lately coming from people, I guess, within the culture, where they're trying to shame street dudes for doing podcasting, right? They're trying to shame these street dudes for doing these podcasts and doing these interviews and telling their story and getting their name out there. How is that shameful? How is a street dude coming, doing a podcast, giving his opinions on...
It's shameful because these niggas not giving their opinions. They out here exposing personal business of others. That's what makes it shameful. It's shameful because, you know what? I'm gonna make another video about that. Flacco, you done sold your soul. What the fuck going on?
pop culture and trending topics. How is that shameful? Now, there are the exceptions, like AR Ab, who came on and got his entire block in indictment. That's a little different than a street dude doing a podcast and giving his opinions on trending topics.
No,
that's like saying, hey, street dudes, y'all can't do podcasting. Y'all can't do nothing regular. Y'all got to sit on that block all day, flip Reggie and wear the same jaws for 30 days in a row. And if you don't do that, you're not gangster. That's just a dumb mindset to me.
Now, I don't want to say that gangsters can't do interviews, but the shit he kind of do, I don't know no gangster that do that shit. I'm telling you, I don't know no niggas that say they've been in the streets and been in jail that do as much talking as him, especially about guys, what guys. He got all of the information on what guys sleep with guys. How do you know this? How the f you know who sleep with everybody? Because you got somebody you sleeping with. You know that much, man. You don't know nothing about me, nigga. You ain't never seen me and Young Buck in the same room together. Like, that's, like, I be mad about that shit because certain shit, like, come on, bro. You look podcast cute. You look apps and shit. All that shit they be on there praising you and shit. Another nigga, a liar. Don't lie on me. Don't play with me.
Now, this is where it gets good. Danny Boy starts talking that gangster. Now, listen. I usually don't like to listen to gangster ish because I feel like an indictment is coming. I don't want to be a part of no indictments, bro. Because I'm telling y'all, going to jail, bro. Listen, if you let me hear some information I shouldn't hear, bro, and them fans come to me and say, bro, we need to know what you heard, y'all going to jail. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. But Danny Boy would say that Wack 100 is effectively banned from Chicago for playing with him. That Wack 100 better not come here, and Wack 100 don't know he's banned from other places as well that Danny Boy is tied into.
I'm not like the rest of these artists. You can't bully me. I'm not scared of you or none of that shit. I go where I want to go. Now, if you want to have beef over me replying back to him, that's on him. Won't be able to come to Chicago no more. Take that shit off your map. And a couple other places will be a surprise for you.
I hear ninjas ban a new ninja every day from their city, bruh. I'm just tell every ninja this, bruh. If your last name ain't Rockefeller, you can't ban anybody from anywhere. You don't got that much control and that much power, bruh. You don't got control over the precinct. You don't got control over the local police department. You don't got control over the highways, the airplanes, the Ubers. You don't got enough control, especially if you're a black man in America, bruh. Who is you banning from your hood? We'll do, again, I'm not talking about Danny Boy. I'm not talking about Danny Boy because we know Danny Boy gangster and Flacco don't want no smoke with no gangster like Danny Boy. But for you other ninjas, what do you own in your hood? Your mama pays Section 8. All right? You don't even own the house you living in. How can you ban a ninja from your hood? You don't even own the hood. You don't even own a vehicle to go in a drive-by with. Y'all renting out cars for drive-bys, man. Listen, y'all got to stop this nonsense. I can almost guarantee you, a man like Wack 100 who is up millions can go to any part of the United States he want to go. And not nan ninja can do a goddamn thing about it, especially a watermelon consumer. I'm just being real with you.